Every time you try to change your life, you're told the same thing. Try harder, be more disciplined, use more willpower. And for a while, it works. A few days, sometimes a few weeks. Then, something strange happens. You don't fail dramatically. You don't quit loudly. You just slow down. You skip one day, then another. Then you stop thinking about it altogether. And eventually, a quiet question shows up. What's wrong with me? Here's the uncomfortable truth. If willpower were the solution, you wouldn't need it this often. Most people believe change works like this. You decide what you want, you push yourself toward it, and if you fail, it means you didn't want it badly enough. So when progress slows down, you don't question the system, you question yourself. You call yourself lazy, inconsistent, undisciplined. But pause for a moment and notice something. You don't need willpower to scroll your phone. You don't need willpower to stay up late. You don't need willpower to repeat familiar patterns. Willpower only appears when what you're doing doesn't fit who you are or how your life is structured. That's the first crack in the story. Willpower is not a superpower. It's a short-term override. It's what you use when your environment pulls one way, your habits pull another, and your goal sits somewhere else entirely. Willpower is friction, and friction is exhausting. You can use it to start things, you can use it to push through emergencies, but you can't build a life on it. No one wakes up every morning excited to wrestle themselves into action. And here's something people rarely talk about. Every time you rely on willpower, you're spending mental energy you don't easily get back. Decision fatigue builds quietly. You don't notice it right away. You notice it later. When you procrastinate for no clear reason, when small tasks feel overwhelming, when you feel strangely irritable, even though you're doing everything right. That's not a lack of character. That's accumulated resistance. You're not failing. You're tired of pushing. And this is where most people get stuck. They think the answer is even more effort, more pressure, more discipline, more self-control. But the real problem isn't effort, it's misalignment. Most people don't fail because they lack willpower. They fail because their lives are misaligned. Misaligned with their identity, misaligned with their environment, misaligned with their values, misaligned with how their nervous system actually works. So every action feels heavy, not hard, heavy. And heavy things don't get carried very far. Let's make this concrete. Imagine you want to work out every morning, but you go to bed late, your phone is next to your pillow, your mornings already feel rushed, and exercise feels like punishment instead of expression. So every day starts with a negotiation. You argue with yourself, you push, you resist. You win for a few days, then you lose. Not because you're weak, but because everything around you is quietly pulling in the opposite direction. That's misalignment. Now here's something important. You've probably noticed people who seem effortlessly consistent. They don't talk much about motivation. They don't hype themselves up. They don't rely on discipline speeches. They just do the thing. That's not superior willpower. That's alignment you don't see. Their environment supports the behavior. Their routines remove friction. Their identity matches the action. What looks like discipline is often just low resistance. This is what alignment really means. Alignment means your goals, your identity, and your environment point in the same direction. When you're aligned, the right action doesn't feel heroic. It feels obvious. Not easy, obvious. You don't rely on motivation. You don't need constant reminders. You design your life so the default choice supports who you want to become. Alignment turns effort into momentum. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop asking, how do I force myself to do this? Start asking, why does this require force at all? That question is uncomfortable, Because it reveals things. Wrong goals, borrowed ambitions, environments that quietly sabotage you, identities you haven't updated yet. Willpower hides these problems. Alignment exposes them. And alignment always starts with identity. If you still see yourself as someone who struggles with consistency, every action becomes a test, proof, or failure. But when identity shifts to "this is just how I operate," behavior follows quietly, not perfectly, but naturally. Willpower argues with you. Alignment agrees with you. That's why alignment always wins. Willpower is temporary. Alignment is structural. Willpower depends on mood, energy, and stress. Alignment works even on bad days, not because you become stronger, but because you stop fighting yourself. So the next time you feel stuck, don't ask what's wrong with you. Ask what in your life is misaligned. That question doesn't shame you, it frees you. Because change was never about trying harder forever. It was about building a life that doesn't require constant resistance. And that's why alignment beats willpower. Always.